What is happening, guys? Gary Yaman here, back at it again with a new video. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're safe and healthy. Let's begin right away with this review of the Sigma 35mm f2 DG/DN contemporary lens for your Sony mirrorless camera. As always, I'm going to divide this video in several sections, and the first section that we are going to discuss is the build quality, design, and the price of this lens. I really like the build quality of this lens. The design is really nice, small, compact. It weighs in around 325 grams and it has a weather sealing gasket. According to the website from Sigma, it says that it is moisture and dust resistant, so that is really helpful in those rainy conditions. And it has a autofocus manual focus switch on the side, a nice aperture ring that is not like declickable, it is clickable, so if you change the aperture you will hear it if you change that manually, of course. And we got a nice smooth manual focus ring with a filter thread of 58mm at the front element. So all in all, it is a nice compact lens, which I really like, and it also looks really cool. And also what I really like, that this lens is made from metal and the lens cap is actually a magnetized lens cap. It just slaps on the front of the lens, and I think that is a nice feature. Maybe even a strange feature, but I think still it's a really nice feature to have. You can also go from f2 up to f22. It has 7 rounded aperture blades and near silent autofocus motors. You don't hear it when you are recording things with, let's say, from the built-in microphone, but you do tend to hear it just ever so slightly when things are really silent. But in overall, the build quality, the design, I really like it. Nice, compact, well balanced, as all things should be, right? And the price of this comes in around 600 euros, 600 US dollars. Around that ballpark. I've seen some like discounts, some rebates and stuff like that. There are some things like deals and stuff that you can get this from slightly below the 600 US dollar euros mark. This copy right here cost me 619 euros, by the way, if you're curious to know that. So to summarize, to recap, build quality, design, price wise, I think this is a nice premium feeling looking lens that is very nice to hold and just to look at for roughly 600 bucks. Let's talk about more interesting stuff, and that is the image quality for both photo and video. Alright, so image quality for both photo and video, as you see right here, the images are looking really good, and in some images it actually has some kind of 3D effect going on, if you know what I mean, right? There is some kind of extra depth feeling. I really like the contrast and the colors coming out of this lens, and just how it feels, how it looks. At f2 but also at f11 or f13, things are looking really sharp. But there are some things that you need to know if you shoot at f2, because at f2 there is some color fringing going on, and as you see in these following examples, you do see that green fringing going on around the letters, but also some purple fringing between some leaves and branches, stuff like that. But those things are actually really easy to adjust in post, but still it is present and also noticeable. The vignetting is also noticeable, but you can just easily adjust that in post. The same goes for the distortion. What about the flaring? There is some flaring going on, but I don't think that these kind of flaring situations are like very like deal breakers, right? To me, it looks pretty cool, looks pretty nice. So in general, to recap, for both photo and video, the image quality coming out of this lens is really good and really sharp. Let's talk about another different topic, and that is the autofocus performance. The autofocus performance for both photo and video. And in general, like 95% out of the time, this lens has a really good autofocus. It is nice, snappy, fast, accurate, but one of those occasions it just hunts like crazy. Like those high dynamic ranges kind of stuff going on, you know. I went to the beach, I went to Scheveningen. Not sure if you know that, it's like a coastal area here in the Netherlands. It is next to The Hague. There I was at the beach side of things, and the lens itself was just hunting continuously. Not sure what happened, not sure why, but somehow, you know, I missed some shots. That was the only time that I was like, what is happening with this lens, right? But other than that, it just works perfectly fine. As you see here in the following examples, the following clips, it works perfectly fine on this little puppet. It works perfectly fine for photography, but also for video. Eye autofocus is working perfectly fine. So you have to keep in mind in those high dynamic range situations that this lens might hunt a little bit too much. So you might want to pinpoint your autofocus, and then things will be perfectly fine. So to recap the autofocus part of this video, is it a good autofocus performing lens? Answer is yes, but just be aware of those high dynamic range situations. Alright, with those things being said, the final verdict, do I recommend this lens, yes or no? The answer is yes, I do recommend this lens, and I think for me at least the best benefits of this lens is that it's such a nice small compact lens with a high performance when it comes down to image quality, but also for autofocus performance. Things are looking pretty well, and I think I can use this even for weddings or even other professional stuff, right? So with those things being said, really nice lens. There are some, of course, competitors such as the Samyang 35mm f1.8 and the Sony 35mm f1.8, and one of my favorites, 35mm, that is from Samyang itself, the Sigma itself, the Sigma 35mm f1.4 art lens, and that was my favorite lens, 35mm that is, because with the f1.4 you can get some nice dreamy pictures that you just simply cannot do with this one. But still, I think this for 600 bucks, it's a really nice option to consider. And if you like a nice small compact lens, a 35mm focal range lens, then this is definitely something worth checking out, right? So I think that's all for this video, guys. So thank you again for watching. Subscribe to the channel if not already. Like the video. Comment down below, what do you think about the lens? What do you think about the photos and video examples? Let me know in the comment section down below, and then we can have some kind of conversation. Alright, that's it. Thank you. See you in the next one. Stay safe and stay healthy. Good luck.